This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, Jason Lee got the tea. It looks like Wendy Williams has gotten married. She actually called him, according to Hollywood Unlocked. And it looks like she says that, you know, she doesn't share full details unless she's sitting in front of a camera with an audience. But she said she recently tied the knot. Her new man's name is Henry. He's an NYPD officer. And she said she was thrilled to finally break the news about her husband to a good friend. That good friend is Jason Lee.
Yeah, I think you should say allegedly because I highly doubt that story is true.
You think Jason Lee lied? He really?
No, I'm not saying Wendy didn't say that to him, but I'm just saying I highly doubt that story is true.
Okay.
I mean, we just saw her passed out in the window of a Louis Vuitton store.
She was napping.
She was napping in the window display of a Louis Vuitton store.
Well, she also did admit that she's still dealing with financial stress. She said her Amex has stopped working, but William Selby and her other close friend have been helping her maintain access to one of her accounts. She said she's trying to stay positive even while still dealing with family drama, and she has asked her entire team to keep her family away from her with the exception of her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. So, don't know how to it, but that's what she told Jason Lee. All right, now Kanye West is not happy about Yeezy Day. You know, Yeezy Day is a brand-created holiday for those Yeezys that they observe annually on August 2nd. That was yesterday. Now, in a direct message to the Complex Instagram account, Kanye shared his disapproval by saying that Adidas made up the Yeezy Day idea without my approval, then went and brought back older styles without my approval, picked colors and named them without my approval, went and hired people that work for me without my approval, stole my colorways without my approval. You see where this is going. Stole my styles and material approaches without my approval. Went and hired a GM of Yeezy without my approval. So all these things without his approval. He said even though they did a Balenciaga collab, they completely slowed down production on the shoes me and Demna developed for Gap by trying to bully Gap, even though my contract states I can do casual shoes, which I was doing when I did fashion shows. So he said, Yeezy is 68% of Adidas online sales. God step in.
How could they do that? I thought, Kanye had full creative control.
Of Yeezys at Adidas?
Yeah.
He must not.
Yeah, I always thought he had full creative control.
He must not, because he can't do that without full creative control. You just can't do that if he had full creative control.
I thought he had full creative control.
Everything was
Maybe it has to
solid.
do just the creative part of designing the sneakers and approving.
Nah, but if
I
that's
thought he had it for
actual-
I thought he had it for branding and marketing too.
you can't just hire a GM.
I don't know what is in his contract, but apparently that's what he's saying has happened. So we'll see how much longer this partnership goes on. But Yeezy Day did first take place in 2019. And the brand has saved some of its most anticipated Yeezy drops for that particular event. So I know somebody called me yesterday and said they had, I guess on Adidas, you can sign up so that you can get the drop in your size. And she was excited because she actually was able to get a pair.
Yeah, a friend of mine did too.
Oh, got a pair also?
Yeah, it was the same thing. She was very excited about Yeezy Day and got a couple of pair actually.
All right. Now, Omarion is on the cover of Hello Beautiful. And he talked about the public having a lack of respect for real artistry. He said, I always tell people that the difference from when I started and now is that people feel because it's so easy to be famous on social media, they don't actually have respect for people that have been cultivating their art and skills, like in basketball or any other sports where there's actual ranks. One day people love you and then the next people hate you. One day he's the greatest performer and the next day it's like, oh, he can't sing. Like 22 years of work just goes away. So to be able to continue to focus on the purpose and the intent of why I'm even here and the legacy I'm creating has kept my joy intact. And he also said, I think a lot of people get the concept and idea of unbothered misconstrued because sometimes people think that being unbothered is not acknowledging certain things. Being unbothered is maintaining your emotional intelligence and power and realizing that this person might be doing this intentionally. So do I react or do I respond? And I'm very much so a thoughtful person. So that is him on the cover. So a lot of girls weighing in on this cover as well. All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
What you got for me?
I don't have nothing for you, okay? But for our listeners out there and for everybody that wants to win a trip to New York for the 2022 Black Effect Podcast Festival, I am giving them the keyword right now. The keyword is trap. Okay, TRAP, the 37911. All right, Trap, as in the Trap Nerds podcast, because they'll be at the Black Effect Podcast Festival Sunday, August 28th, along with the 85 South Show, Horrible Decisions, Reasonably Shady, and you know, my guy Little Duval was the host, but Little Duval is recovering and rehabbing from a bad accident. So
I love how he turns everything bad into something good.
There's no such thing as bad in Little Duval.
And I love his shout to Little Duval.
That's actually how we all should live. It's all There's no such thing as good or bad. It's just one long process of life. But the new host is Miss Jess Hilarious. Drop on the clues bombs for Jess Hilarious, host of the Carefully Reckless podcast on the Black Effect Podcast Festival. So if you want a chance to come to New York, all expenses paid, your airfare, your hotel accommodations, your ground transfers. If you want an opportunity to come Sunday, August 28th, text TRAP to 37911 and you'll be entered for a chance to win a trip to the 2022 Black Effect Podcast Festival. For info and rules, go to thebreakfastclub.iheart.com and a confirmation text will be sent. Standard message and data rates may apply. And if you don't want to wait to win, you can go get your tickets at blackeffect.com/podcast festival.
All right. Let's get to the People's Choice Mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.